Have you ever been shot awake from a deep sleep by a sudden, seizing pain in your calf? It's that feeling of a muscle twisting into a rock-hard knot. A pain so sharp it literally takes your breath away. You're forced out of bed, stumbling in the dark, desperately trying to stretch or massage the agonizing cramp, but it feels like it has a mind of its own. You're left shaken, heart pounding, dreading the moment you lie back down, wondering if it will strike again. If you're tired of losing sleep, tired of that lingering fear and the sore muscles the next day. If you've tried stretching, you've tried drinking more water, and you've tried just about everything else you can think of, but the pain keeps coming back, then you're in the right place. What if the real solution wasn't just about stretching your muscles, but about feeding them? What if the key to unlocking cramp-free nights was already waiting in your kitchen? For millions of people, especially as we get older, these cramps are more than a nuisance. They're a nightly battle that drains our energy and can affect our mood and mobility. But I'm here to tell you that this doesn't have to be your normal. Often, it's a loud, clear signal that your body is asking for specific, essential nutrients. In this video, we're going to look at the science-backed vitamins and minerals that can support muscle health, calm overactive nerves, and help you find relief. So, get comfortable, because the journey to stronger, healthier legs starts now. Before we get to the specific nutrients, it's really important to understand what's actually happening in your body when cramp strikes. When you understand the why, the what to do becomes so much clearer. Think of your muscles and nerves as a communication system. For it to run smoothly, it needs three things: a clear signal from your nervous system, the right fuel in the form of nutrients and oxygen, and healthy muscle fibers. A leg cramp is a sudden breakdown in that system. It's an involuntary, sustained, and often excruciatingly painful contraction of a muscle that just won't relax. Normally, your brain sends an electrical signal down a nerve, telling a muscle to contract. You take a step, you flex your foot, it's controlled. When you're done, the signal stops and the muscle relaxes. But during a cramp, that switch gets stuck in the on position. The nerve keeps firing, telling the muscle to contract harder and harder, creating that painful, tight knot. So, what causes this system to go haywire, especially in the middle of the night? For most people, it boils down to a few key issues. First, your nerves can become hyperexcitable, meaning they're too quick to fire off signals. This can happen when the protective coating around your nerves, known as the myelin sheath, isn't properly maintained, often due to a lack of specific B vitamins. The signals become erratic, like static on a phone line, telling muscles to contract when they shouldn't. Next is your fluid and electrolyte balance. Electrolytes are minerals like potassium, magnesium, and calcium that carry an electric charge. They manage everything from hydration in your muscle cells to the electrical impulses that trigger contraction and relaxation. If you're dehydrated or low on these key minerals, the whole system can be thrown off, making muscles much more prone to cramping. This is why you often hear drink more water or eat a banana. And while that's part of the story, it's often just the tip of the iceberg. It's also important to remember that not all leg cramps are caused by a nutritional deficiency. They can be a side effect of certain medications or related to underlying health conditions. That's why if your cramps are severe or persistent, a conversation with your doctor is always the best first step. Now that we have a better idea of what's happening, let's talk about the most famous mineral for muscle relaxation. If there's one mineral that's famously linked to muscle health, it's magnesium. It's often called the natural muscle relaxer, or the master mineral of relaxation, and for good reason. Think of the relationship between calcium and magnesium as a seesaw. Calcium is what makes a muscle contract. It tenses it up. Magnesium is what makes it relax. It releases the tension. For your muscles to work right, this seesaw needs to be in balance. When your magnesium levels are low, the calcium side of the seesaw gets stuck in the up position. There isn't enough magnesium to counteract calcium's tensing effect. This leaves your muscles in a state of partial tension, making them twitchy, irritable, and ready to cramp. By ensuring you have enough magnesium, you give your body the tool it needs to push down on the relaxation side of the seesaw, allowing your muscles to fully let go. The problem is, it's estimated that nearly half of the US population doesn't get enough magnesium from their diet. This is a huge factor in the widespread problem of muscle cramps and twitching. Now, if you look into the research, you might see that clinical studies on magnesium for leg cramps show mixed results. Why is that? Many of these studies didn't specifically look at people who were actually deficient. However, both functional and conventional medicine agree that if you are deficient, replenishing your magnesium levels can be a game changer. You can't expect your muscles to relax properly if they're missing a crucial part. So, how can you boost your magnesium levels? Thankfully, there are many delicious, magnesium-rich foods. Top of the list are leafy greens like spinach and Swiss chard. Nuts and seeds, especially almonds, cashews, and pumpkin seeds, are fantastic sources. Legumes like black beans, lentils, and chickpeas are also excellent. Even dark chocolate, with a cocoa content of 70% or more, is a surprisingly good source. For those with persistent cramps, a supplement can be helpful, but the type you choose matters. Magnesium glycinate is often considered the best choice for muscle relaxation. In this form, magnesium is bound to glycine, an amino acid that also helps calm the nervous system. It's very well absorbed and gentle on the stomach, making it a great option to take before bed. A typical dose is between 200 to 400 milligrams, but it's always smart to talk with your doctor to find the right amount for you. We've talked about relaxing the muscle. Now let's talk about the source of the signal, your nerves. If the electrical wiring in your house is frayed, the lights will flicker. In your body, faulty nerve wiring can lead to uncontrolled signals and cramps. The nutrients responsible for maintaining this intricate wiring are the B vitamins. The B vitamin family is a group of vitamins that often work together as a team. For leg health, 3 are especially important: B1, thiamine, B6, pyridoxine, and B12, cobalamin. Deficiencies in these vitamins are known to cause neurological symptoms, which can include muscle cramps. Let's start with vitamin B12. B12 is crucial for building and maintaining the myelin sheath, the protective coating around your nerve fibers. When you're deficient in B12, this sheath can break down. Nerve signals become slow and chaotic, leading to numbness, tingling, weakness, and severe muscle cramps. B12 deficiency is surprisingly common, especially in older adults, vegetarians, and people taking certain medications like metformin or acid blockers. Vitamins B1 and B6 are also key players. They help convert food into energy for your muscle cells and play a role in creating the neurotransmitters that nerves use to communicate. One study with elderly patients suffering from nightly leg cramps found that after 3 months of taking a daily vitamin B complex supplement, 86% of them experienced a significant reduction in their cramps. This shows how powerful these vitamins can be when a deficiency is the underlying cause. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough? For B12, it's found almost exclusively in animal products like meat, fish, eggs, and dairy. If you're on a plant-based diet, fortified foods like nutritional yeast and plant milks are good sources, but a supplement is often necessary. You can find B1 and B6 in a wide variety of foods like whole grains, poultry, fish, potatoes, and chickpeas. Since they work together, a high-quality B-complex supplement can be a good strategy, especially if you suspect a deficiency. Look for one with the active forms like methylcobalamin for B12, which are easier for your body to use. We've covered the relaxation mineral and the nerve guardians. Now, let's complete the picture with 2 final players that help maintain your muscles' fundamental electrical balance: potassium and vitamin D. Let's start with potassium. You probably heard the advice, eat a banana for leg cramps. That's because potassium is an essential electrolyte for muscle function. It works in a delicate dance with sodium to create the electrical gradient that allows nerves to fire and muscles to contract. Think of it like a tiny battery inside your muscle cells. Potassium helps keep it charged. When potassium levels are low, that battery can't hold a proper charge, leading to muscle weakness, fatigue, and cramps. This can happen from dehydration, intense exercise, or simply not getting enough in your diet. While bananas are a good source, other foods are even better potassium powerhouses. Sweet potatoes, avocados, and white beans are all packed with it. Leafy greens like spinach are another great source. Coconut water is an excellent way to replenish both fluids and potassium after exercise. A quick word of caution: while getting potassium from food is very safe, you should only take a potassium supplement if a doctor has confirmed you have a deficiency, as too much can be dangerous. Finally, let's talk about the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D. We mostly link vitamin D to bone health, but its role in muscle function is also critical. One of vitamin D's main jobs is helping your body absorb and use calcium. We know calcium is the trigger for muscle contraction. If you're deficient in vitamin D, your body can't manage calcium properly, which can lead to an irritable nervous system, muscle twitching, and cramps. The research on whether vitamin D supplements directly stop cramps is mixed, with some studies showing no effect. However, deficiency is known to cause general muscle pain and weakness, which could certainly contribute to the problem. The best source is sensible sun exposure. But depending on where you live, your age, and your lifestyle, getting enough from the sun can be tough. Dietary sources are few, mainly fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified milk. For this reason, a vitamin D3 supplement is one of the most common recommendations from doctors, especially in the winter months. For most adults, 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day is a standard maintenance dose, but it's best to get your levels checked and follow your doctor's advice. We've covered a lot of information today, from the power of magnesium to the importance of B vitamins, potassium, and vitamin D. My hope is that you now feel empowered with the knowledge to take control of your leg health. If you found this video helpful and it gave you a new perspective, please do 3 things to support this channel. First, click that like button. It's a simple click, but it tells YouTube that this is valuable information and helps it reach more people who need it. Second, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We're always creating new content to help you live a healthier life, and we don't want you to miss what's next. And finally, and most importantly, share your story in the comments below. Have you tried any of these nutrients? What has worked for you? Or what is the one thing you're going to try after watching this? Your journey and your insights are incredibly valuable to our community. And please share this video with anyone you know who is tired of losing sleep to leg cramps. Let's quickly recap the tools we've discussed. We reaffirmed the importance of magnesium, the relaxation mineral that helps your muscles release and unwind, especially when you're deficient. We uncovered the role of the B vitamin complex as the nerve guardians, ensuring the communication lines to your muscles are clear and calm. And we highlighted potassium and vitamin D, which help maintain your muscles' electrical charge and support proper muscle function. You may not have to suffer from leg cramps. It's not always an inevitable part of aging or an unsolvable mystery. It is often a signal from your body, and now you know how to answer it. By nourishing your body with these essential nutrients, primarily through a balanced diet and considering smart supplementation with your doctor's guidance, you can take back control. You can look forward to more peaceful nights and active, pain-free days. Thank you for joining me today. Here's to your health and many cramp-free nights ahead. Thanks for watching. Hit the bell icon for the daily updates. Please do like, subscribe, and share with your friends.